Picture this. It's 2001. You're in your late 30s with absolutely zero racing experience. You attend your first Formula 1 race. You're sitting in the stands, watching the cars fly by, and then think to yourself, I'm gonna drive these cars. Well, that's exactly what this guy did. Meet Channick Nissany. Born on the 29th of July 1963, he started his racing career at the staggering age of 38. 38! That's like graduating from high school at 60. So yeah, he's bound not to be taken seriously. Unless he had money. Lots of it. And Channick happened to have just that. Being a very successful investor and businessman means that he could buy his way into motorsport easily, without needing any skill whatsoever.
Lazy eye when I came out of my mom's womb.
Channick would start his racing career in 2002 driving in the Formula 2000 Hungarian National Championship, driving for Zaz, I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, he managed to finish runner-up in his first ever season, and even clinching the title the following season 2003 with 115 points, and defending the title again the following season with 170 points. Not much is known about that series, so nobody knows if it was actually competitive or not. But looking at the other drivers in the championship and looking at Channick's next achievements, it probably isn't. But hey, credit where credit is due, I guess. He also participated in the World Series Light that same year, driving for that team. His season there wasn't great at all, scoring a total of 9 points and finishing 14th in the standings. Definitely not a head turner of a season. In 2004, he made a brief appearance in the FIA Formula 3000 series with Colonia Motorsport, which was a predecessor to today's F2 championship. So it should be a good benchmark for him. And how did he perform in those 3 races? Terribly. 2 back-to-back DNFs, one in his hometown in Hungary and the other one in Spa, and the 12th position finish in Monza. Damn! None of these results mattered as he had lots and lots of money, so he could always try again despite his age. As after only 2 years of starting his racing career and even him being far beyond UNC status, and with the help of his sponsors, he managed to secure a test driver role for the struggling Team Jordan, testing their EG14 on the 15th of July 2004 alongside the likes of Kimi Räikkönen and David Coulthard. It was a very rainy session and he only did 25 laps before his engine decided to die on him. But how did he perform in those laps? Well.
Can you describe Channick Nissany in one word?
Talent. Perfection.
Determined.
Professional.
One word. A king. More than a king is nothing, no?
One word, the target. He was the guy you needed to beat, you know? That was the thing you needed to achieve.
He had this power, you know, to make things bigger.
Will would be exceptional. I think that his record stands for itself.
You will be a hero. He's my hero.
He was 18.5 seconds off of Kimi, and 14.5 seconds off of the best time in the same car. Damn! Yeah, not exactly great, but Eddie Jordan didn't really care, he just needed money, so they gave him another test, and surprisingly, this time in Silverstone on October that same year. I couldn't find the results for that test session, but it's safe to assume that he didn't do well in it. He also managed to secure a 3rd test, this time with Minardi on the 23rd and 24th of November with Thiago Montero and Patrick Fresca at Misano. So how did Channick fare against those two? To be honest, it was quite an improvement. Going from a 9-second gap on the previous Jordan test to a 2 to 3 second gap shows that he has improved quite a bit. Or maybe the others were just slow, I don't know. After 3 F1 test sessions, 2 with Jordan and 1 with Minardi, Channick decided to end his year by going back to the Formula 2000 Hungarian National Championship to win his 3rd title by 196 points.
Let me know. Let me know. Girl, you love the way you do it, she loves you, baby.
2005 was an interesting year for Channick, as he will be announced as an official test driver for Minardi on the 2nd of February with the help of his personal sponsor UPEX. On the 28th of April, he got to test drive the 2004 Minardi car again, this time with some upgrades for the 2005 season at Mugello, and he got to test the actual 2005 Minardi car on the 28th of July as a one-day test held at Vallelunga, completing over 300 kilometers and getting comfortable with the car. 3 weeks later, Minardi has announced that they will run a third car in Friday practice at the Hungarian Grand Prix for Csánok Nissany. But why Hungary exactly? Well, Csánok lives in Budapest and speaks Hungarian, so plenty of media attention for the Minardi team. And it was also his 42nd birthday coincidentally, so it all kinda made sense. It was all falling into place. The day finally arrived. 3 years, going from the sands right to an F1 car in the same track. Csánok was now going to experience what it felt like to drive a Formula 1 car during an official weekend. He stepped into the car, feeling both excitement and nervousness. This was the moment he had been dreaming about since that day in 2001. The car rolled out onto the track and Csánok began his laps. At first, everything seemed to be going well. He was trying to find his rhythm and get used to the car's handling. However, after just a few laps, something unexpected happened. Csánok called out to his engineer over the radio saying he wanted to come in. His reason? He complained that the car had too much grip.
Huh?
Yep, you heard that right. It was the first time anyone had ever heard the driver say that the car was gripping the track too well. Normally, drivers complain about lack of grip or too much slide, not the opposite. It seems his training wasn't enough to handle all the G-forces. The team quickly made some adjustments to the car, hoping that the changes would help him get more comfortable on the track. Csánok went back out for more laps. For a little while, it seemed as if he might settle in and show what he was capable of. But then, in one of his later laps, spun off into a gravel trap and had to be towed by a crane. But the thing was, he didn't know how to remove the steering wheel from the car, so he had to stay in the car while he was being towed away. Which was a bit embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. In the end, Csánok's best lap time during the session was a 1:34.3. To put that in perspective, this time was almost 13 seconds slower than the fastest lap recorded that day, and about 7 seconds slower than the fastest Minardi during that session. For many in the world of Formula 1, such numbers would be a huge disappointment. But for Csánok, he was just happy to be there, saying in an interview that it was really exciting for him, and it was a big honor for him. The rest of his racing career wasn't really exciting after that, finishing a few tests with Minardi and winning some more titles in the Formula 2000 Hungarian National Championship before retiring completely in 2014. So, what can we learn from this? Well, if you're old enough but still want to have a racing career, all you need is determination and a few $1 million. Thank you for watching.